wish him the best, right? And then a couple hours later, you're out popping your for the next man, shake on anybody you can, and I promise you, you won't even think twice about that guy because he's literally not okay. He's not mentally right.
In what book is that written in?
And that's just a rule. You pay the whole bill, you sleep on the couch.
I ain't even trying to go to your house.
Welcome back to Get It Out. Today we got a video from the wall. All right, guys, without further ado, let's get right into it.
If you live in Miami, or even if you don't, honestly, I think everyone can agree with me on this. Miami has the most pretty girls in one concentrated area. Every single girl I see is a 10 out of 10. Everywhere I walk, there's just the prettiest girl I've ever seen in my life on every corner. Like, I look to my right, most beautiful.
I'd go there to find something for the day or for the night or for the weekend, but to be with, and I'm married, by the way, but to be with in Miami, nah.
Girl I've ever seen. I look to my left, an even prettier girl. I'm like, how is this possible? It's a very humbling but also motivating experience. And all I'm saying is, if I were a single guy, this is where I would be trying to find a girlfriend.
Welcome to The Wall. In today's video, we'll see a woman who invited a man out to dinner, spent over $300, and then expected the man to pay the bill when she was the one who invited him. We'll also look at a woman sharing the red flags to watch for in other women, as well as a woman complaining about behaviors from another woman that reveal she's more of an enemy than a friend in your circle. Make sure to smash that like button and subscribe to the channel. We're aiming for 150,000 subscribers before the end of the year. Share your experiences and advice in the comments. That's what helps this community grow. Turn on notifications so you don't miss a single video. Now, let's get started.
Guys are always like, Cammy, I don't understand how you move on from guys so quickly. How do you turn off your emotions like that? Guys, let me give you the secret, right? It's straight up delusion. Okay? A boy doesn't like you. He's not obsessed with you. He doesn't want to date you. You tell yourself that boy is literally mentally ill. Okay? Like, there is something wrong with him. The fact that he doesn't want to be with me, like, babe is not well in the head. He needs to get sent to rehab ASAP. Okay? And when
The things they do to keep going, they keep the wheels turning. They lie to themselves, to the man they love, even probably to their families, I'm sure.
you have this mentality, you literally move on from mother so quick. Like, I'll literally be like, oh, he doesn't like me. He's literally not okay. He's like not well. Wish him the best, right? And then a couple hours later, you're out popping your pussy for the next man, shaking ass on anybody you can. And I promise you, you won't even think twice about that guy because he's literally not okay. He's not mentally right. He cannot be with you at a time like this. I promise you. You'll just forget about him. And yeah, it'll never hurt your feelings ever again.
Oh, hell no!
Of course, because if a man doesn't want to be with you, he obviously needs urgent psychological intervention. How convenient to turn any rejection into someone else's pathology instead of accepting that maybe he just wasn't into you. This is the type of woman that a Chad handles perfectly, showering her with attention and love bombing until he gets what he's after: intimacy. A man who's looking for something serious will always be more pragmatic, taking the necessary time because, first, you're not his only option, and second, he doesn't want to rush and make mistakes with you. But no, with her delusional ego, she won't see it that way. Then you see them complaining on social media, crying about how there are no good men, and how they never find someone who truly values them.
Y'all have to see this foolery.
You invited me out to come to eat. And that was not even my idea. That was your idea, right? And I'm offering to pay half, but you want me to pay the whole thing?
I'm the woman. I shouldn't have to pay anything.
But you invited him and you can't accept half? Wow.
But this was your idea to come out. You're the one that invited me out.
And you're the man, so you have to pay the bill.
Says who?
Who made that guy rule?
Says me. What do you mean?
In what book is that written in?
And that's just a rule. You pay the whole bill, you sleep on the couch.
I ain't even trying to go to your house. I'm trying to go home.
Joke's on you, hot cat mama.
Because you're the man. And you're responsible for the bill.
I'm about to take my card back in my wallet because it's some right there.
Now your unappreciative, entitled ass is responsible for the whole damn bill.
You know what I was ordering all that? I ain't got nothing to do with that. That's your problem, not mine. And I'm still trying to offer. I'm gonna pay half for it. Are you gonna pay half?
Consider it, ma'am.
No.
Consider
See,
it.
this is what I'm always talking about. Women think because you're the man, you gotta pay for it, but they want to be independent black women. She's paying for it.
Okay. She paying? You're making
She's
her pay
definitely paying
tonight?
for the whole thing.
You're making her pay? Oh, that
She
doesn't
is.
seem right.
Good on him. He's not going for it. I heard him. I'm not dealing with it no more. And no other guy should as well.
What do you mean it's not right?
Doesn't seem right.
It doesn't seem right.
Don't invite no man out if you're not willing to pay. He offered to pay half, which was very generous of him because he probably should have just said, I'll pay for my food only. And then she ordered up $300 worth of food. She ain't nothing but a guy red flag with legs. Damn!
This goes out to any woman watching this video. This is what damages men. $300 on food is almost a week's worth of groceries. And here you are, taking him to the place you chose, only to expect him to pay the bill. Basically, you're using him as a simp. This man had way too much patience because I would have walked out of that table already. And on top of that, you threaten him by saying he'll sleep on the couch. Sister, that man doesn't want to see you again, not even in his dreams. The worst part is, you recorded it to try and make him look stingy, but all you did was expose yourself as a freeloader expecting men to fund your whims. With the classic line of, you're the man. But where the hell does it say he always has to pay? You want traditional men, but there's nothing traditional about you. Besides, you were the one who invited him. Brothers, what would you have done in this situation? Because the only red flag here is this woman.
You are a sexy man.
And that's the thing. You can't get caught up with paying for $300 dates here, $300 dates there. It racks up. And she'll probably want to do it 3-4 times a month. It's too much. I'm sure a man can make 100,000 and that's still too much money.
And who is struggling with getting likes and matches on him. Like, you're attractive, you're tall, you're interesting, like, you know yourself to be a worthwhile guy, but your dating apps are not reflect.
If you're tall and attractive, walk the street. You don't need any dating advice from her. She's trying to make a buck, sell a course. You already know she's gonna announce it, but definitely don't take advice from a woman. What is she gonna tell you that a man can't? A man knows. A man goes out there and gets knows and works the field. She doesn't have any experience in that. She's gonna tell you how to date online. You gotta work the field. You're tall and handsome.
I just had a client go from 0 to hero. He was literally getting roses from attractive women after making this one switch. I wish I was exaggerating. Literally one quick switch. I see this mistake all the time. It is one of the lessons I go over in my workshop, which you should really grab from the top of my page if you're trying to make the dating apps actually work for you. The pitfall that so many of you attractive men fall into is being overly boy on your profile. Chances are you got to where you are in life right now in part due to your awareness, like social awareness. But if all of your prompts are something you might have found on my page, it's not customized enough to your individual personality. Make sure you have at least one photo of you smiling, being a little bit silly even. And from your prompts, if I were to look at your profile, I used to offer profile reviews, not anymore, but if you want a chance at one, link in bio. I should be able to have a sense of who you are, what you like to do, and what you're looking for. Remember, if you're trying to match with women, what would a woman want to see actually? Not what do the boys tell you the girls want to see. Just add one photo of you smiling and a little bit more specificity in your prompts. You're golden. Follow for more.
When I was young, I took a sales course, one of the most underrated skills among men today. That's where I met my mentor in seduction, a man who, despite not being physically attractive, was a true magnet for people, especially women. His motto was clear: a man who doesn't know how to sell himself won't even get a girlfriend. This man had a defined style, classic, casual, and sporty, but only for the gym. He was always impeccable, elegant no matter where he was, wearing a good cologne, a standout watch, and getting a haircut every week. He invested in his image beyond just going to the gym. He understood that first impressions matter. If you treat yourself as someone who lacks value, the world will treat you the same way. From him, I learned to refresh my style every 4 months, changing my haircut. Something I personally do, and that works amazingly well, even in relationships. That small change gives a fresh vibe to your image, and if you're bald, try varying your beard style. Brothers, invest in your image. As my mentor used to say, your best product is yourself. Presenting yourself as the best version of you will not only help in seduction, but also in business and friendships. The way you present yourself to the world defines how others perceive you. So make every detail count. This isn't just an investment in your appearance. It's an investment in how the world treats you.
Red flags in women that you should not ignore. 1, she tells you that all her exes are crazy or abusive. She's always the victim in her past relationship.
She's right about that, because she says all of your relationships, the exes were crazy. Something's wrong with you. I think you're crazy. Seriously.
The reason why it's a red flag is that she doesn't take responsibility of her own actions. She always blames it on someone else. 2, she gives you a lot of attention and validation and affection very early on. And why is this a red flag? It's because it's called love bombing, and it's a manipulative technique that a lot of narcissists use. She tells you within a few weeks that she never felt like that before, that she loves you. 3, she gives you the silence treatment. Let's say she's upset at you. She's not going to talk to you for hours or even days. And why is this a red flag? It's because communication is so important in a relationship. So if she doesn't communicate with you, how do you know what's going on? 4, she just got out of a relationship. She hasn't moved on. She needs time to heal. The reason why she's dating you is that she used you as a rebound. She's just trying to heal faster. 5, she's unappreciative. So let's say you do something for her, you cook for her, you pick her up. She never appreciates, she never say thank you. And the last one is that she seeks external validation, especially from other men. It can be either through the clothes she wears or the pictures she posts online.
Brothers, responsibility is kryptonite for women. Always pay attention to how she talks about her exes or her father, because if she's never respected a male figure in her life, it won't be any different with you. Love bombing is also a red flag. If she's overly attentive to you too quickly, ask yourself if her interest is genuine or if she's after something else, like your money. Remember, don't trust her words as much as her actions. Be firm in your boundaries and gentle in your needs. Observe whether she respects your red lines and what actions she takes for you. If she never does anything tangible, like preparing you a meal, giving you a small gift, or even helping with something basic when she's at your place, that woman is not interested in taking care of you. A woman who truly cares for a man shows it through act.
That's true. Because I'll tell you something. You go over to like different areas of the world, different parts of the world, they will come over to your place, cook you a meal. They want to show you, I can be your wife one. If a lady you're dating someone and she's not trying to show you, I'm the one for you, meaning I'm here. I'm the end all be all. I'm going to cook. I'm going to get in the gym with you. Let's work out together. Yeah, a girl knows. That's what a guy wanted. No, a girl should know. That's what a guy wants to see. And that's what you should be doing.
Actions, not just words. If all she does is bombard you with fake love, she's only looking to take advantage of you. Don't be afraid to stand your ground. Real relationship is built on reciprocity, not illusions.
Let's talk about everything that makes you not a girl's girl. I thought this was like common knowledge, but apparently not. So let's just start with the basics. Okay. If we're out at a bar and I point out some guy and I'm like, oh, that guy's really cute. And your friend's like, which guy? And you're like, guy in the blue shirt. I think guy in blue shirt is really cute. And she goes over and starts talking to him. That's not a girl's girl. If I've had any sort of a fling, talking stage with a guy, whatever, and even after we're done, a friend just like decides to talk to him or hooks up with him or whatever, that's not a girl's girl. Heavy on the like, if I really like that guy or he was an or something to me and you still go after him, you're not a girl's girl. It could be as little as, let's say, a guy did you dirty.
It's wild because women, they can't trust each other. they can't stand each other. You put them in a room together, sometimes you got this one hates this one for this reason. I don't like her because of this. It's always drama going on.
And you run into him at the bar, and she's like the first one of the group to like go over and say hello to him. Like, ew, why are you doing that? You're getting ready to go out or just go do something, and everybody's hyping you up in your outfit, and like you look good, but she's like literally the only person in the group being like, I don't really like that outfit. Like I liked outfit number one better. Whereas like literally everybody is telling you like you look so hot and sexy or whatever, and she's like, I think you should just really go with the other outfit. Not a girl's girl. If you happen to be in a group setting with this girl and there's a bunch of men there, and she happens to just bring up like very unnecessary things about you, or like things that you're very openly insecure about, and she's just like openly bringing them up in front of men / like almost embarrassing you in a way in front of them, that's not a girl's girl. If I'm complimenting your outfit or like asking where you got like a certain shirt from, I'm like, oh my God, that's so cute, where'd you get it? And you don't tell me where you get it from, that's literally not a girl's girl. You gatekeeping. Like, tell me where you got it from. Like, this is wildly specific, but like, let's say it's like very openly known that like a guy did me dirty or whatever, and you're like out here hanging out with him at the bar when I'm not there / posting him on your Snapchat story. You are literally not a girl's girl. You're not for the fucking girls, and I literally hope you don't have a single girlfriend. This is more of just like a general thing to look out for, but if you notice that a compliment from a man validates her more than compliments from her friends, her family, other women, or just like women in general, she's not a girl's girl. If there's any sort of other woman situation where maybe the guy that you're talking to, you find out there's some other woman, or like you're dating a guy and you find out that there's some other woman in a way, and your first instinct is to hate on the woman rather than the man, you're not a girl's girl. If we're like recapping a night out and all the attention is on me, right? And all my friends are all talking like, oh my God, like Josh was all over you last night. Like Josh was flirting with you. Like he's so attractive, whatever. He's obsessed with you, blah, blah, blah. And you're like kind of trying to steal the spotlight, being like, oh, Josh was like flirting with me, or like Josh was like literally flirting with me too, whatever. Get out of my face. Like, you're literally not a close girl. Like, you want a man to validate you so bad that you have to put down any of your friends' sort of like accomplishments or whatever with a man, then you are 100% not for the girlies. I think that's all for today, but there's definitely more I have for this. Well, anyways, follow for more.
It's funny because it's true.
A woman's worst enemy is another woman. Women don't have friends. They have competition, and everything revolves around who can outshine whom. It's the classic scenario where a friend suddenly becomes interested in all the men the other likes. And if the friend is less attractive, it gets even worse. They always think, she doesn't deserve what she has. It should be mine because I'm prettier. That's why, when a woman gets married, she immediately stops going out with her single friends, avoids having them over at her house, and keeps everyone far away from her husband. Among snakes, no one wants to be the one to get bitten. The world of women is savage. They not only have to watch out for other women, but also for their own friends. These friends are often the first to sow discord in a relationship, and many times, they end up being the ones with whom husbands cheat. It's no coincidence that when you break up with your girlfriend or wife, the single friend is the first to show up with the classic line, "She didn't value you the way you deserved." This happens more often than you think, because at the end of the day, a woman's worst enemy will always be another woman.
Yeah, guys, thanks for watching the video. If you made it this far in the video, you're a real one. Be sure to click that subscribe button. Also, when you subscribe, be sure to hit that notification bell just to make sure you get on my videos as soon as I release them.